Here we've got the CPM DF-8 from Stylophone, and it might look rather familiar, and that's because the styling's exactly the same as their drone synth. And we can link the two of those together using this little plastic connector that they come with. So whereas one didn't have envelopes and a VCA, this has got two filters with envelopes and VCAs. So we'll listen to the filter just on the GenR8 setting at the minute. We've got two filters in each of the filter modules in this. We've got GenR8, that's got band pass and high pass. This is all 12 dB, and then the notch. Not as easy to hear on drums. Then we go over to the 2045. This is based on the classic 2045 analog filter. That's only a low pass, but it's 24 dB. But they've added their high pass into this mix really on this bit. And we've got a band pass, the BP Plus. That's got their high pass in series. And then we've got the notch plus and the band stop plus, and they use the high pass filter in parallel. So they're all a nice way of getting some extra mileage from the 2045. I'll use the GenR8 filter for now. You can definitely hear a difference between that and the 2045. The 2045 is 24 dB. You heard it in that sort of French disco style intro track, doing the Mutator thing very well. It has a bit more resonance. So there's definitely distinct differences between those two filters. So not only do we have the filters, we've got the envelopes and we've got a VCA. So the VCA is just open at the minute. We put it on. You can hear there, it's doing something. And at the minute we've got them listening to the envelopes. We've got the envelopes linked, so we'll just listen to envelope 1 at the minute really. But you can have a listen to the envelopes or the inverse of the envelope. And that's controlled down here by the gate. Have that off. No gate, no envelope, no VCA. And it's the threshold. And these can be linear or exponential. Not hearing much of a difference there. Let's put some more resonance in, and then I'm going to add envelope to the filter as well. That's what this depth is here. Put it back into exponential. Should there's some differences. There we go, snappier. Different settings, obviously you can say different things. It was sounding more obvious a minute ago when I rehearsed this. So we've got the envelopes modulating the filters. We've got them positive or negative. And as I say, this is linked. One is linked to, or two is linked to one. If we unlink things, let's unlink the cutoff. When we link them, it's like an offset, really. Put this on 12 o'clock, and they follow. Just got to make sure you've got the envelope depth matched as well. Let's take the resonance down a bit. Take the VCA out for now. We'll take the envelope off the VCA, I should say. And then we've got sample and hold. If we put the sample and hold to modulate the filters. Sample and hold can be modulated by noise. So that it's all over the place. And obviously, if you know your sample and hold circuits, if you're modulating it with an envelope, you get much more of a pattern, which you can hear there. So even though the sample and holds random rate really, because it's not set to the drum loop, you still get rhythmic things. There's a slew on there as well. All about experimentation, isn't it? There you go, that's nice. I'll put it back on the envelopes for now. Just balance the brightness there using the depth on the second one. Then we've got this delay circuit. And this can go pretty mental. It's not linked in any way to the 909, but it's not difficult to set a delay. But you can get all sorts of interesting things. Then we can modulate the delay with sample and hold or envelope too. So this is where things can get particularly crazy with a drum loop. Possibly not the best to demo it on, but we're now modulating the depth of the delay time with envelope too. But it gives you sort of rhythmic things as well. Show the sample and hold. Start going for all sorts of droney madness there. There you go, it's nice again. So I think I've shown all the main functions. Oh, we also have a loop on the ADSR envelopes as well, just in a straight AR envelope, so AR. And we've got envelope outs to send them to wherever you like, and you don't need to use the input of the audio for the envelopes. You've got gate in for both of them as well. You can modulate the cutoff with the input, and you can modulate the VCA with an input as well, so you don't have to use the onboard envelopes. I think I'm getting to everything I wanted to show there, except we do have individual outs for the different filters. That's stereo, and we can have it in mono. So if we take off the filter link, you can blend between having filters in there and having it open. Little tricks you can do with that as well. Got phones out as well as the mains out volume and the headphone volume. And the whole thing can be taken out of the case and thrown in your rack. But what I really like about it is just the sound of it. It's beautiful. It does remind me a little bit of the Mutronics Mutator, and that's why I went straight for a little bit of a French house vibe to start, but then chucked a couple of toms in for good luck. So there you have it, the CPM DF-8 from Stylophone. A really, really nice little analog filter. It goes very well with their other module, with their drone synth. And yeah, I am going to be getting tons of use out of it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please think about subscribing, ring the bell, join me over on Patreon, all those sort of things. Check out my starskycar.com website. And most of all, I really hope you enjoyed this. Do pick one up because they are great fun. And I will see you next time.